This is Payton Rowan. I've signed to the 93rd Transportation Company. I joined them up in Da Nang in June. We left up there in September and to come down to Soc Trang. We switched places with the Marines. And on all these missions that we went on, I never knew where we was going. They never did let us get in on any of the meetings. And the pilots never did tell us when they come out to get on the aircraft. We just asked if the aircraft was ready to go, and I'd tell them yeah, and they said let's crank it. So we'd get cranked up and take off. But when I first got there, we had T-28s and AD-6s that was used for escorts for us, but they were too fast for the helicopter, and they was either behind us or was too far ahead of us when we needed them. And so they got the Hueys over there to run escort for us. And that was what we had whenever we went into Opbach down there on the 2nd of January of 63. And this looks like it must be one of what we call the milk run, which dignitaries come down from Saigon, and we hauled them out to different towns out through there during tax collecting time. And that's what we're doing out there now. They're downtown talking to some of the officials in the town, getting their tax money. Every time you go in and sit down in one of these places, everybody in town has to come out and see what's going on. You got to make sure you sit next to your door back there so one of them kids don't come up and throw a hand grenade inside your aircraft. And this is one of the pilots there. Well, both the pilots was walking up there, and I don't have any idea who it was. Maybe if somebody sees it, they can recognize who they are. A lot of times when we'd go out there, they'd invite people down into town and feed them fish eggs and fish heads and cabbage and stuff like that. But I never did go downtown to eat with them. We did have a machine gun in the back door back there that the crew chief could use, but we'd come in off of mission one time and they had left hadn't unloaded the gun, and the crew chief pulled the gun around so he could get in and out, and he hit the trigger some way on his machine gun, messed up a few people. And this is Tuffy here, that was our tiger that somebody had got from us out of Laos. I think they said where they picked it up and brought it down through there, and that was where we got our name, the Flying Tigers, from when they gave us the cat. People would get out there and play around with him, get him all riled up. It was pretty nice when they first got there. But somebody said the company commander had him in the office with him one day, and I don't know what happened, but the tiger decided he wanted a piece of his arm and reached over and walked him with his paw on it and got a pretty good gash on his arm, I said. This is some of the airfield there at, I think we're at Soc Trang there where this airfield is. It's just coming in off of a mission. Or maybe out testifying an aircraft or something other, I don't know. They'd usually fly about 2,500 feet whenever it was going from point A to point B. We get ready to go in for a Soc to drop off troops. Well, they drop it down right on the rice paddies and go across through there, and we just what's called hedge hopping, going up over the tree lines and canals and back down into the rice fields. Go in and land. Once in a while, they have bamboo sticks sticking up in the ground out there that tear up your blades if you hit them. I know one day we was going in, the pilots told me to get ready to put the people off, and so I was trying to throw them off, and we was only about 10 feet off the ground. And the time I got a hold of one of them and got him back to the door, they done took off flying, and I had this guy and throwed him out the door, and we was about 30 feet up. And he broke his back, and I think that was the only casualty we had that day. That's one of our 21s. He's apparently getting ready to go in down there. We're still flying up at 2,500 feet. There's my gunner. He's up in the right front door up in front of the helicopter. And don't ask me what his name is, because I can't see his face, and I doubt if I know him if I could see it. As you can see, they use a lot more canals down there to travel on than they do roads. You don't see very many roads that got canals going everywhere down there now. I don't know if that's the Saigon River or where we're at there. Here's some of their mode of transportation over there, and you can see that motorboat they got there. That gal putting that right on down the canal there. This is another village we landed in there. I don't know what we was doing in there that day. You can see there's fences that got around their houses there. This is one of their outposts. There's a pillbox sitting in the background there. Here comes a fixed wing in. It's been shot up or something or other. They had to make emergency landing at our airfield. Fire trucks and all went down. He got stopped down there, didn't get on fire. There's the fixture roll. There's one of them didn't get shot down. He come back in and made it fly over. That's the crew chief barracks where we stayed at. This is down in Soc Trang itself down there. There's some kids right outside of a bar there dancing to the music going on that was coming out of the bar. They got pretty good twisting going on there, looks like.